Security threat. Archie and Lilibet are offered titles coming with King Charles's strong caveat. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex's children, 3-year-old son Archie and 1-year-old daughter Lilibet, have inherited the right to be called Prince and Princess since their grandfather took the throne. But there has been no clarity on the titles as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are no longer working royals since they stepped down in January 2020. According to Roya Nikkhah, royal editor for The Times, the delay is heightening tensions between the new king and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. As for the grandchildren of the monarch, the pair were expected to automatically receive Prince and Princess titles, but this remains up in the air due to the rift in the royal family over the Megxit drama. The children are currently listed on the line of succession published online without titles. Katie Nicholl, who recently published The New Royals, said that Charles could insist that any titles given would come with strings attached to try and keep the California based pair in check. Ms. Nicholl, who recently wrote New Royals, told Palace Confidential, but if that did happen, it is going to come with a caveat. He is going to insist that Harry and Meghan are respectful of the institution if they are taking the titles of the institution. That is very important to him. She had remarked that titles matter to Charles, and the new monarch will not hand them out freely. Speculation has arisen that Charles could follow the model laid out by Denmark's Queen Margaret, who recently stripped her grandchildren of their royal duties and titles. Queen Margaret stripped all those not in direct line of accession of HRH titles. The royal author claimed constitutional experts, who I spoke to for this book, the likes of Peter Hennessy and Dr. Ed Owens, all saw this pattern of the British monarchy moving into a sort of European-style royalty. Katie explained, and if that is the case, then possibly they're not going to get these titles. The one thing we know is that titles matter to Charles. It was important to him that Queen Camilla was Queen Consort, that she had that title, she continued. We don't know what's going to happen to the Duke of Edinburgh title, and we don't know whether he's going to give it to Archie and Lilibet. It would be the most extraordinary olive branch and an act of reconciliation if he did, she added. However, Katie Nicholl also insisted they wouldn't get the HRH anyway because they wouldn't be able to use it, because Harry and Meghan can't. But Prince and Princess is going to carry a lot more weight, of course, in America with what they do. And then there's the security issue attached to it. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are reportedly growing concerned over whether their children will inherit the title, as the royal family's website has not yet updated their status. It is believed the Sussex's decision to step back from their royal duties in 2020 could prevent their children from being granted the HRH and the extra security associated with it. And King Charles could decide to change the rules and reshuffle titles in a bid to streamline the royal family, royal author Katie Nicholl said. A source told The Sun, that is the agreement. They can be Prince and Princess but not HRH because they are not working royals. It has been reported that the contents of Prince Harry's upcoming book are key to whether or not the family will reconcile. Prince Harry delayed his memoir, which was due to be published in December, after the late Queen's death. It is now expected to be published in the new year, according to sources. The tell-all book has already caused friction among the royal family, after palace officials were apparently blindsided by the announcement that it would be published.